Yo, 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 what up, what up, what up? It's your boy, GoldenEagleEye, here with another ranked Catan video, and this time we're trying something a bit different. We're going cities and knights. I've played my 10 placement games, and I'm sitting a little over 1200 rating. I believe I've won roughly only 10% of my games, which is basically one out of those 10. Um, and yeah, this Cities and Knights is quite difficult, particularly with a four-person board on this kind of regular, call it smallish board. It's pretty tough. It's pretty tough. So we've got the last pick here, which is kind of the best pick in my opinion, particularly when we're looking at Cities and Knights. Cities and Knights, you place your first placement like you normally would. However, one of the difference in there are many. The second placement is always a city, and ideally you're trying a city on a high producing either wood or sheep. So that way, whenever those tiles roll, you'll get a resource as well as these commodities. So wood, you would get paper, ore gives you coin, and sheep gives you cloth. You use these commodities basically as an additional resource for the purpose of upgrading your cities. And once you start upgrading your cities, if if the red die rolls and it's your color, you get these progress cards, which are kind of the Cities and Knights version of development cards. But you get them passively by upgrading your cities, and they are quite powerful. Okay, so we need ore, and we need sheep and wheat, and the purpose of that is knights. So we're looking at something like the 5-4-11, and likely partnering it up with this 8-5-10, which is I think what we're going to do. And I think here the safest bet is to just point up. And we're definitely taking this. And I think we'll point towards this wheat port. So knights, how knights work? It takes an ore and a sheep to build a knight, and then to activate said knight, it uses a wheat. And you'll notice as cities get built, the barbarian strength increases. There are 3 dice. There's the 2, like normal, and the third one has a 50% chance of rolling this ship. And each time that rolls, the barbarian will work its way down. And once it hits this kind of orange gold tile, basically that's when it attacks. And if the number of active knights is lower than the number of cities, then whoever has the basically the players don't defeat, the barbarians attack, and whoever's got the lowest number of active knights loses a city. Conversely, if the number of active knights is equal to or greater, then the players defend Catan and defend against the barbarians. Whenever players defend, whoever's got the highest amount of knights gets a victory point. If everybody's got the same number, or let's say there's 2 people that are clearly have the higher number of knights, then you get your choice of a progress card. Active knights are also the only way of bumping a robber off of your tile, unless of course you roll another 7. Um, and that's how Knights the Barbarian works. Now, you'll notice on the other 50%, so there's 6 sides to the dice, the other 50% is um, these colored. We need to purchase a knight. And we're always going to do it here. And we'll activate it. And let's upgrade our things. And can we get a brick? Looks like not. Okay. So you'll notice that I spent one cloth and one paper to upgrade our city improvements. Now, and you notice that these are colored as well. So 50% of the time is the ship. The others are either blue, yellow, or green. And you'll notice that there's a red dye as well. The red dice depends is it involved with your city improvements. So let's say that this was green and this was a 1 or a 2. Because I've got this unlocked at level 1, that means that if the red dice is a 1 or 2 and that third dice is green, I would get a green progress card. Same thing if it was a 1 or a 2 and yellow, I would get a yellow progress card. As you level these up, the number on the red dice where you get a progress card increases. So I'm on level 1 right now. Once I unlock level 2, then it's a 1, 2, or a 3 on the red dice. Once I get to 3, it's a 1, 2, 3, or a 4. So the higher that you improve your cities, the greater likelihood or chances that you are at getting a progress card. So ideally, you're leveling all 3 up so that you're getting a progress card if it's red, blue, or green. Obviously, it's very difficult to do that. So for me, I mainly focused on green and to a lesser extent yellow. Um, Also, you can't steal or move the robber um, until this first wave of barbarians have attacked, which it should pop up. Robber disabled until first barbarian attack. So let's try to get a brick here. We get one from blue. What else? Okay. Once you upgrade your... Oh, and it takes incrementally one additional commodity to level up. So it only takes one cloth, coin, or paper to get to level 1. Then it'll take 2 to get to level 2, 3 to get to level 3, so on and so forth. Um, let's see if we can't get another brick here. Okay. So now we're kind of in business. We're going to be targeted, though, here quite a bit. Right now, only Red and I have active knights, so we don't have enough to protect against the barbarians. And if that is the case, both blue and green lose their cities, which would be huge for us. Okay, so city improvements. Once you level them up to the 3rd level, then each one has their own special kind of abilities. Cloth, once you level up to level 3, gives you you can trade commodities at a 2-to-1 rate, and yellow is trade, they call it. So yeah, green loses their city, rough for them. Blue, which is coin, levels it up to, or allows you to upgrade your knights to level 3. So without that, You can only upgrade them to level 2. Once you upgrade them to level 2, they're just worth double. So instead of 1, it's worth 2. Also, let's say green had a level 2 knight here. You can move or bump that knight off. Who are we going against here? I guess blue and red. And red is probably pretty strong. What can we do with this? Guess we'll take that. Upgrade the paper to level 2. You know what? Let's get the coin in there as well, since we don't have any access to that. We're going to be targeted here now. Big time. So blue allows you to get upgrade your knights to level 3. Green is called Aqueduct, and it's very strong. Once you get to level 3, if you don't get a resource on any of these tiles, so for instance, we're not on 6, if it's 6 rolls, then you can choose a resource of whatever you want. So very strong, very, very strong. So we're not on brick currently. So each time a number rolls and we're not getting that, we can choose brick or whatever we want. So very strong. That's unfortunate. Once you get to level 4, you have the ability to get what's called a metropolis, and that's like a little thing that goes over your city, and it's worth 2 points. So, and also it protects you. So if, let's say, there's not enough knights to defend against the barbarians, so you see somebody just used that inventor and swapped the numbers here. So rough for us. Yeah, well, if they attack and let's say you're the lowest person with knights, it is invulnerable to the barbarian attack. So the metropolis are very, very strong. But if you're only at level 4 and somebody else gets to level 5 before you do, they can take that metropolis from you. So again, the metropolis worth 2 points, so they're very important to get, and very important for you to get to level 5 as quickly as possible, so that you're guaranteed to have it and they can't take it. If you're at 4 and somebody else gets 4 after you, it still remains with you. They need to get to level 5. Brick, their big thing is 2 bricks. You're allowed to build what's called a wall, which goes underneath your city, and that just increases your capacity in your hand before you have to discard. So right now it's at 7, so I think it increases it by 2. So very strong there as well. I would do that with green. We got a lot of resources there. We just hope that we're not going to 7 out here. And we don't. You can upgrade that. We'll build this here. And now we can get this to level 3. So very strong. And we're going to go against red. So this deserter card, we steal one of their knights. So very strong for us. Blue's kind of trapped. So until they're able to city up here, then we're pretty good. So we've got a pretty good setup right now. And now that we've unlocked this aqueduct, we're guaranteed to get a resource every single roll. And hopefully we use that to get a city, get a settle. Now we're ahead in the knight game. We've got 2 active knights. So as long as we're able to defend against Catan, or the barbarians, I will get what's called Defender of Colonist, or Catan. So I got 1 free VP there. Perfect for me. So, so we're already getting, already going to get targeted. There's a lot of cards here that, are for a go against whoever's in the lead. So if somebody has equal to or more points than you, steal 2 cards, do this, do that. There's one Saboteur that's like anybody that's in the lead discards half their cards. Um, so let's activate our knights for free. And we'll hold. So we're going to take this. If we can survive, what we'll do is build our free roads and get onto this 6-3-12. So, yeah, we're going to be struggling. And, uh, yeah, we are very strong. I will say that. We are very strong, but a lot can change like that. That's not what we want to see. And we're going to get stolen from here. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. So a 5 or a 3 would be perfect here. That's also nice. Beautiful. Um, let's hold our cards for right now. I'm not sure what happened to all that brick. So we're currently still the only people with active knights. Still the only people with 2 knights. And we're just trying to get resources here. Our next order of business is to settle. Maybe city. And we definitely want to steal some bricks so that we can increase our carrying capacity here. Also, this merchant, whatever tile you put it on, as long as it's one that you're on, allows you to trade that resource. So in this case, blue can trade sheep at a 2-to-1 rate, and it's worth 1 VP. So me having this, I can steal it back. Obviously this, I get 2 resource cards of any resource that I want. And this, I can build a city for 1 less ore in wheat. They call it grain, but same thing. And we're, other than blue, who's got a decent lead on this trade, we're in a pretty good spot. So let's take that brick. And let's upgrade this to level 3 as well now. Although it's not going to do a ton for us, but so Master Merchant, select an opponent who has more points than you. Again, there's a lot of those type of cards. So once you're in the lead, it's very difficult at times to hold that lead. Because not only are you just naturally a target because people see you as a threat, there are a lot of cards that are like that. So we just lost 3 cards there. So what we can do is steal this merchant 2-to-1 to get an ore, and then use this card to get a second city. And as of right now, red and green lose their cities if the barbarian attacks. So for us, increasing that city count, if we get into second city, getting that to 5. Just makes it more difficult for these guys. And let's leave it at that for the time being. So we need a bunch of sheep to roll and a bunch of wood to roll so we can get metropolises. That's kind of what we're looking for here. Another road builder would be beautiful. We could take longest road. So they just got the trade metropolis. So very difficult for us to get that back. Green looking like they may lose out on their city. If we can make it through here, we'll be in pretty decent shape. Green's in trouble. And blue's definitely the target here. Unfortunately, they're kind of on everything. I just don't mean to laugh at green, but yeah, they're getting screwed. And what can we get for commodities? Nothing really, eh? So we'll hold. Let's get a blue progress card here. Maybe I should have taken green. Stole my ore. Damn, and stole my coin too. That's a big one for them. Just upgraded their coin. Although I'm less threatened by red. So that's a big 5 for us. What do we need? What do we need? What do we need? Let's get an ore. Gonna move this off of us. Steal from both of them. We'll upgrade this to level 2. Activate. Activate. And really no commodities. What have rolled here? 5, 5, 5. Let's take coin. There should be some coin out there. There's no coin out there? Damn. How is there no coin out there? That was a dumb thing from me. I should not have done that. I just can't get this. This 8 just hasn't been rolling as much as we would like. So as long as we survive, we can get to Metropolis here. We don't survive. It's crazy. That doesn't bother me. Three, 5, or 4. Or 8. Oh, man. Well, let's get blue up to level 2 here. The reason why we're going for brick there, so we can increase our hand, so we can stop getting 7'd out. We got 7'd out. Select an opponent that has more points than you, so that's always going to be us currently. We're saving this merchant. We've got 9 points right now. We can get 10 points easily here. And right now we're quite a bit ahead in the night game. So that gives us another point. Okay. We need this 8 to start popping, man. We've been stuck on that aqueduct for a long time. We need to get that up to level 3. Or 4, rather. And right now, blue is dangerously close to doing that. So we got a point there. Can't do anything. So that's definitely going on my 8. For sure. So we need 2 more points, basically. Um, more cities. If we get progress cards that have VPs, that would be helpful. We're going to save this, though, until we're on, 12 points. 13 is what we're looking at getting here. God, of course you steal the paper. Blue's going to end up winning, man. Unreal. I'm just getting destroyed by these sevens. It's insane. Um, Nobody has blue as of right now. We're going to hold that. We need a 5 to roll in a big way. Get rid of this. You can only have 5 or 4 progress cards. And this one's kind of useless. So that one's nice. 3, big roll. That's a big roll. Get rid of that. So there's a lot of wheat out there. What just happened? I don't even remember getting the aqueduct. But okay. Can we get 4 more wheat? I guess we do this. We pull for the wood. Get a bunch of wood. And we get the metropolis. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a GG. So pretty crazy. Very, very tough for us to. Well, I shouldn't say it was tough, but that could have gone either way. Blue, I'm sure, was sitting on all of those, but we got some good rolls there that helped us out towards the end. able to save that merchant for quite some time, which was ideal. Luckily, nobody was too overpowered on the ore. Um, because there's some pretty crazy cards. So, for instance, there's a spy card, which allows you to look at another player's hand, and you can steal progress cards. So, somebody could have stolen that, um, road builder or whatever. But it's nice that you can kind of hover over and see what people have. So, I was kind of doing that periodically, and I never saw somebody that had a blue progress card. So, we got pretty lucky there. However, you do have to be careful. One thing I didn't mention is unlike development cards, if you pick up a progress card, you can use it that same turn, which is why we were able to use those, and you can use as many as you want. So, which is why we were able to use those monopolies kind of back to back, which was beautiful. So, um, yeah, that was our first Cities and Knights win after our 10 placement games. And we got pretty lucky that other than somebody trading out this 3 with, I think it was the 3 and the 5, um, nobody really messed with us. Blue had an opportunity. Instead of, I think it was a 9 and a 3 here, they definitely probably should have messed with me. But they didn't. Um, I guess maybe they were scared of me doubling up on those threes, which would have given us 6 wheat every time I rolled. But you have to probably take that chance. Threes not that powerful of a number. You can see it only rolled 3 times, but when it did, it was definitely helpful. Um, yeah, let me know what you guys think of Cities and Knights. I'm probably going to start mixing it up. Still going to be playing our 1v1s quite a bit until the end of the season, which I think there's just under a month left, 26 days ish. But we're also going to be playing some Cities and Knights as well. And that was a big 31 point boost for us. And let's take a look here at where we're at. So, Cities and Knights. Um, I don't know how many people are playing, but we're top 500 in the world. We look in BC, which is where I live. We're almost top 10 actually, but there's only 15, so we're still kind of towards the bottom. Canada, we're 59th out of 78. So yeah, definitely not a lot of people playing Cities and Knights. Um, so I'd be curious to see where we're at. We've only played 13 games, so this is our third game after the placement, I guess. Um, and we're only at a 15% win percentage, so getting that win there definitely helped boost us up. Um, yeah, there's only 687 people that are playing this right now. You can see where the season ends, 26 days. So we definitely got our work cut out for us. We're coming in late into the game. But I thought it would be something fun, and if you guys like it, then we'll definitely continue that. I love Cities and Nights. I just started playing it. I just introduced to it like a week ago. And to me, it's kind of a whole different way of playing Catan. I love playing normal Catan, as do we all. But to me, this is like the analogy that I like to use. It's like there's math, which is like algebra and all that kind of stuff, trigonometry, and then there's calculus, which is math, but it's a whole different way to look at math. To me, Cities and Knights is like the calculus of Catan, which for all you nerds out there, I actually kind of liked calculus when I took it. I took a few different calculus courses as part of my education, and did really well. I actually really enjoyed calculus because it was just like a cool kind of new way to look at math and to how we did math. So um, hopefully that makes sense for all you nerds out there. But yeah, that's another GG's. Let me know what you guys think of the Cities and Knights. Again, I will still be playing our 1v1s. Although we have been struggling a bit. We're still hovering kind of around that 1550-ish range, trying to get to 1600. But we're kind of winning one, losing one. We were at 67% for quite some time, and we've kind of had a bit of a rough go there on our 1v1s. Although we did win our last 2 out of 3. That video was out earlier today. And hit that like button, hit that notification bell, and of course, subscribe if you're not subscribed. And always look forward to you guys in the comments. So, yeah, we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.